Welcome indeed to another magical episode of Half-Life 2. Already we're going into part 8 and we're starting to really get pretty deep in the campaign. I know things have started to, the combat has started to increase a little bit in difficulty. So we're definitely getting into it now. I think we just crossed about the 8-hour mark in our last playthrough, so let's see what we've got in store here. So we're still on the Highway 17 level, so we haven't really progressed chapter-wise, although we've been through quite a lot in this segment, heading along with this customized dune buggy that the Resistance gave us. So this is where I left off, in a little bit of a bind. I've got a combine gunship just outside that's trying to gun me down, and trying to figure out where to go from here, so let's see what we got. Alright, I didn't realize under the stairs here, there was actually some more ammo for my rocket launcher. So I've got 3 shots now. I should head outside and see if I can take out that gunship. Sure, I was able to get a couple hits in there, but I need to try and head back up and find some more of that rocket launcher ammo because I am fresh out. This is the way that I originally got into this tower and flipped that switch. I don't know what it did. It did something, I'm pretty sure, on the bridge above me. That was just at the end of the last episode. I'm pretty sure they want me to go back the way I came from because they put 2 fresh troops in this doorway here that I just killed a couple minutes ago. So I'm just going to keep heading back, I guess. If I can find some more rocket launcher ammo, I can take care of this gunship, no problem. You know what it may have done? At the other side of the bridge, it may have deactivated the force field that did not allow me to take my vehicle across the bridge. So if I can head back there and get back in my dune buggy, that's probably my best bet. Alright, so we actually saved back on the other side of the bridge. I finally got some more ammo in my rocket launcher, so these are all really, really good signs. Now we just gotta worry about taking out that gunship. And I mean, worst case scenario, I die, and I'm gonna start back here again, and I can head back in either direction of the bridge. So that's okay. Got some health, so I'm full there. But without any suit armor, the health is going to decline a little bit more rapidly. Got it. Gonna take us back into this area that we were previously in. There should be a hill like up to my right here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Okay, so that's exactly what it did. It deactivated the force field on the bridge, so I'm finally able to cross this massive bridge. I had a feeling with the new Combine troops that I just had to face there that I was heading in the right direction, so that's a good thing. But those friggin' Antlions or whatever they call, Jesus, almost outnumbered me. So many things are possible in the Half-Life 2 game. Unfortunately, driving head-on into a train is not one of those things. I thought it was headed for me. Alright, so looks like I've got a little bit more room on the left side of the train, so I guess that's what I'm going to try. I don't know if I actually have enough room here to get by the train. I almost kind of feel like I have to just drive backwards and let the train go by, because I don't really have a whole lot of space either side. Close. Oh my god. Alright, we got another loading segment, so we're going on to a new part of the world here. I couldn't go any further into the train tunnel. There was another force field blocking me there. We seem to be really deep wherever we are in the outside world now. Oh, we just hit a new chapter here, 2 sand traps. This is obviously heavy, heavy Combine territory. They called in, I had reinforcements, you know, on my way back there. And how long did it take them to get there? Not that long. They've got trains coming through here already. They have their own Combine trains running on the rail network. Like, they are organized. They are assembled. They are ready to friggin' kill me. I don't think we're going to be able to go a whole lot further from this point on the dune buggy without at least clearing the way. I don't know if that's what we're supposed to do here. I'll have to investigate a little further. There's a lot of enemies around me right now, though, and it looks like quite a bit of loot, too. So I want to take the time to try and go through some of this. Jesus. I don't know why I was not using the gun on my dune buggy to take out any of these guys. It probably would have been a trap. Good lord, I'm sitting here trying to pick them all off with a shotgun one by one, close quarters. Hopefully I can get some of that ammo back. Jesus. Oh, I finally got to use the flashlight though.
Depleted.
Jesus. Okay, good. I got most of it back there in my shotgun. I got some of it back here in my pulse rifle, so that's all good. The road definitely continues ahead, and I don't see any paths that I can take down here, other than the rooms that had loot that I've already kind of taken advantage of. That's the same room I was in. The door going into it is locked, so you have to take that little small cubby hole around. Man, if the gravity gun has come in handy for one thing so far in this game, it's been clearing paths along the way. I would be literally helpless if I didn't have the ability to just push, like, 2-ton cars out of the way. Alright, we got another save point. Seems like we're right back along the coast on the highway here. I could honestly probably just slam into the blockades with my dune buggy, but honestly, I feel like the gravity gun is just the easier way to solve that problem. Alright, so we have another house here, right on a cliff overlooking the ocean, I assume. And there's a couple Combine guards just outside, so I'm going to head in and see what's going on. Take our shotgun for the close quarters. I've got a locked door. I've got a graveyard in the back with a couple graves. There's a beach just below the cliff with a boat up on the shore. Might be a little bit of a loot area I can go check out after. There's a little bit of an entrance in the back here. The wall is blown out, so I can still enter the house. Alright, everything on the bottom floor is clear. There's no enemies. A little bit of loot. Looks like a 3 or 4 floor building, so there's a lot going on in it. I don't know if there's a legitimate way to destroy those things, like, with standard weaponry, but they just kind of, like, jump at you, and they don't take away a whole lot of health, but when there's 3 of them coming at you, especially in a vehicle, it's annoying as hell. Alright, so I've got some ammo and health. I don't need ammo for my crossbow. It looks like a building that used to be Resistance Run. There's a dead Resistance cloaked guard up on the top floor here. And given by the fact that he had a scoped crossbow, looks like he was defending this place. Looks like it would have been able to house quite a few people. Jeez. Oh, jeez. They seem to blow up when I shoot them off the coast and into the water. They seem to like explode more or less. Gets rid of them anyway, so I'm gonna take my dune buggy down to the beach and see if I can oh my goodness gracious. That's what the Combine were doing here. These are more than likely dead Resistance guards, and they were burning their dead bodies. God, that is gross. Seriously. That is vicious. Hopefully not while they were alive. Wow, that's kind of dark. There's just a little boat here. Of course one of these things is going to try and come up to me. Looks like it's just a prop, a scenery prop here, so I don't see a whole lot of loot or anywhere where I can get into the boat, so.
On the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again.
Just want to make sure that they're actually going into the water and blowing up. I don't want to see them spinning around me anytime soon. Jesus. That's another unactivated combine force field. Can't get up into the... Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I thought I couldn't get up, but there's a building here on this property. It looks like an outpost along the highway of some kind. Hopefully there's some loot around for me. Come on, ammo, baby, ammo. Hook me up. Jesus. Alright, now everything looks clear. Yeah, that's all it was, just some sort of a combine outpost along the way. It's really fun just driving along the highway and how everything you come across is just different, and there's no, like... Here's a note that you can read at this outpost that will explain a little bit of backstory about it. Like that last house that we were at. It was kind of like, well, here's a couple combine troops just like burning dead bodies out by themselves in the yard, and you know, you just go there and you go in there and there's loot, and it kind of gets your imaginations, you know, going into the world. So they've got these things in the road that I suppose pop up before you get to them as like a trap of sorts, and leave it to me to get stuck on it. Come, get up. And leave it to me to get stuck on the next set of them as well. I just can't get enough of these. Alright, so just past that outpost, there's a little bit of a break in the road, so I'm going to have to be careful and go around here. Even the steering wheel, driving the buggy, like, physically feels like turning a steering wheel. I know that's hard to do with a control stick, but it feels really good. Very similar They're very similar to how the guns handle, and how well they handle as being the object of a gun. Okay, looks like another outpost, but I'm not going to be able to take the dune buggy, so I'm going to leave it just outside for now. We should be okay. I won't use the combine rifle this time. I'll stick with the small machine gun. Those look like transport ships from the Combine, and that means that they're dropping troops off, which is not a good sign for me. I gotta figure something out here quickly. Okay. So far I've had to kill about 4 or 5 of them, but at least they've been keeping me stocked up ammo-wise, and in some pretty good weapons too. I got a couple more of these, silly friggin' electromagnetic balls. Thought I could have maybe blown that drum up. Alright, weird. This building has got some sort of a transformer and like a battery. It looks like a car battery or something like that. So I can connect batteries to these transformers. And where is this gonna lead? Gonna lead up here to this gate. So this is probably an openable gate, I would imagine. I can get through the gate without opening it. There's a little bit of a gap in the fence back there, so that's definitely an option if all else fails. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot going on. There was 2 transport ships, so I don't know if that's all the troops. I thought there was gonna be a few more than that, but heck, I'll take that. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else really here. My dune buggy is behind that truck. Besides the battery that I see on the table here, I don't see any more, really. Maybe, like, in the cars or something? What happens if I put it on that one? Like some of these cars, if you go up to the car, their hood is actually open, so you can have a peek inside, and I thought maybe they'd have like a battery or something lying down. I don't know. We've got a battery. We have found a battery. I knew they would be in a car. I had a feeling. If they're like car batteries, you're gonna find them in a car. Okay, so we need one more battery. We gotta go out and try and find one more battery, and then that should open the gate. Before I do that, I'm gonna just run outside on the other side of the gate, make sure that there's not gonna be any surprises when I actually come through the gate. Yeah, that's all it is like a makeshift openable and closable gate, and then obviously we have a continuation of Highway 17 up ahead. I feel like I'm driving across a friggin' 401 for Christ's sakes, minus maybe the traffic. This is kind of similar to the airboat level in which it's a long level, noticeably longer because I think I've been spending more time exploring in these open areas than some of the ones where we're just on feet. But maybe not necessarily in a bad way. It doesn't have to be in a bad way. They've been keeping things entertaining and dynamic enough that it hasn't been boring. So that's definitely important if you're gonna put this much exploration into it. Man, I still can't find the last car battery. I've been over to those ones. Let's check this one over here again, because this one actually has the hood open on it. No, I don't see it. That's like a train car. It's obviously not gonna have it. I can say with confidence we've explored both of those cars pretty much, so. That one you can't really do a whole lot. I've got the truck here too, that we can take a look at. Yeah, this one is tricky. I found 2 batteries. I have 1 more battery to go. Man, I cannot find it for the life of me. Maybe it's not in a car? There's like loose pieces of vehicles everywhere too, so Like, it's hard to say if this one is just, like, lying around somewhere, right? I know what I'm looking for. It'll be like a little box. Oh, it's literally sitting on the bed. I feel like the most ridiculous person in the world right now. All that time going around searching the same cars. And I freaking had a feeling it was going to be right in the house like the other one was, and that there was only going to be one that you'd have to go out and find. Oh, at least that part's over. Alright, well, we got another loading sequence here. So, we've jumped up a couple. We've been traveling for a while. We've been going along now for a while. It's gotta be at least, I would imagine, an hour's worth of playtime.
You made it! We're picking up radio chatter. They're looking for your car. Get your car in the garage.
Obviously, the first thing I think when I pull up into this town is that it's going to be Combine infested, so I start opening fire, only to find out that it's a frigging resistance base. Thank God.
Get your car in the garage.
We finally come across another one. He's telling us that there's radio chatter from the Combine saying that they're looking for our vehicle, so that means that
car in the garage.
They are sending troops out to come find us, and we witnessed that ourselves with those two transport ships that dropped off a bunch of troops. So, time to go into these buildings, see if I can... Okay. I'll do it.
Get your car in the garage. Okay, Doc. You'll have to go on foot from here. There's a secret path along the cliffside, but no one's going anywhere until we fight off this attack. Having you here to fight alongside us is going to make a big difference for morale. Oh, crap. Here come the dropships!
So this is going to be very similar to the last resistance base we were at, where we had to fend off an attack. It's going to be lots of health and loot left around, so here goes nothing.
Head for the lighthouse, Freeman! There's rockets in there!
Alright, that's kind of weird. We're taking refuge in the lighthouse now, as opposed to just dropships dropping off troops. They have gunship now. There's this code thing down here in the basement where I found some loot. Not sure what that's for, but maybe we'll have to revisit that later. There might be a secret passage down here. Alright, so we gotta head up the lighthouse to find some extra rockets for our rocket launcher. We just hit a save point, so that's a good thing, because these gunships rather are never a lot of fun, especially if you're out in the open. All right, if you were rockets rather, where would you be found? Here we go. Damn, I found where all the real loot is at. There now, that. Here we go, and sure enough, we're in the open, so definitely gonna have to keep an eye on my health. Good, because I can just keep going back downstairs to reload on rockets, so I won't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Plus, you've also got them throwing health kits at you every once in a while, so it's kind of hard to run out when you got a bunch of allies with you. Kind of hard to run out of health. Alright, that's like, what, our 4th dropped gunship now? It's becoming a piece of cake the further we go along. And this time the pieces didn't land on shore, so I don't have to stare at the ugly piece of machinery. Alright, so this is the lighthouse. Obviously identifiable by the gigantic light in the top.
This way, Dr. Freeman. We'll take the cliff path before another gunship finds us.
So they're hell-bent on making us follow them and taking us to some sort of a secret path along the cliffside, which will keep us sort of out of the enemy's eyes for a while, off the roads.
Before another one comes.
And to the basement. as I hypothesized.
Right along there. And watch your step.
Aha, and cue the secret door. Do you want to give me the code for that? You know what? Never mind. I won't be back here. You've got to be kidding me. When you said cliffside path, I thought you meant like a path, but like an actual path, not like I have 2 feet to move or I die and fall 100 feet. We are literally cliffside. His definition of cliffside was quite literal. So we've got another... Christ, I don't know what the hell kind of a ship that is. Looks like maybe just a drop ship. I got some shooting above me. Oh. I've got a cave off to my left. I've got to try to make it down there, but I should be completely out of the enemy's eyes. They should know that I'm down here right now. It's our little secret. Okay, got another load. Honestly, now that we've had the dune buggy for so long, it's gonna be weird not going back to get it, not, you know, trying to keep track of it, taking it with us. At this point in the game, I really like, I thought, you know, a lot of games switching between weapons all the time is really tedious, but I've sort of got a different weapon for each situation in this game, like shotgun for close quarters or my revolver. I've got the pulse rifle for long distance, the small machine gun for kind of mid-distance. So it's kind of cool that there's, you know, you're not like, okay, this level you're going to use this gun, this level you're going to use this gun. I think I've sort of mentioned that in passing before, but now that we really have the full arsenal of weapons, it's pretty cool.
Someone's coming. You there! Stop where you are! Stay on the rocks! Don't step on the sand! It makes the Antlions crazy! Laszlo, don't move! No. Help! Dear God! Poor Laszlo! The finest mind of his generation! To come to such an end. We were heading for the Vortigaunt camp, hoping to pick up some bug baits so these damn things would leave us alone. But without Laszlo, what's the point? I know you tried to help. I'll stay with him a while. There's something I have to do. Go ahead. And I hope you have better luck than we had. Remember to stay off the sand. The Antlions are edgy right now.
So we've been warned to stay off any sand-based areas because of these Antlions, I believe they're referred to as. So it looks like we're gonna have to go rock jumping here. Oh, damn it. I wonder if that situation could have gone differently. He asked me to stay on the rocks, and I tried to stay on the rocks, but I moved back a little bit. And I wonder if that's what sent the Antlions. I wonder if you replayed that scenario, if you can actually save Laszlo. I don't know if that was sort of scripted or what, but damn, I kind of feel bad for the guy now being on his own. Alright. So there's a path just behind these rocks here where I can continue. That was a interesting encounter. Just every encounter in this game is so dynamic. Regardless of if some of the houses are copy-paste, it's still like, not necessarily copy-paste, but kind of similar. they're still all really different from each other. Alright. This is going to be a little bit of a puzzle. I've got a couple loot boxes in the sand to my far left. If I walk off this platform, I'm going to be attacked by a bunch of antlions, however, and I don't really want to have to use a bunch of ammo to kill them. And who knows how many they're going to send. So how can I get those loot boxes without having to... without actually having to step on the sand? Okay, so I can go platform by platform with the gravity gun, that works, but I can't like shoot it really far from me, otherwise I won't be able to reach it like I did with the first one. But slow and steady, I should be able to get close enough where the gravity gun can at least pull the loot boxes towards me. Like that. You think we can reach this one too? Hells yeah. Okay, now the unfortunate thing is I just broke my second platform, so we're gonna have to try and grab the one over here. There's some armor and looks like some more ammo there that wasn't in any of the boxes. I don't think I'll be able to use the gravity gun to get those things, but honestly, I don't need them right now, so... just gotta try and keep staying on these rocks. Oh, hello. So far, so good with the whole rock jumping. It's a little bit different. A little bit different scenically in this part, too. Alright, we got another save point. I think I can see some infrastructure in the distance. Looks like some windmills. Looks like we might be coming upon maybe a little bit of a base or an outpost or something here. So, just gonna stick to the rocks and move closer. I'm gonna actually, this might be a good time to make use of the crossbow where I can actually zoom in. I know I've been using the pulse rifle for long distance, but I keep friggin' forgetting about this thing, and this is a perfect situation to use it, to sort of scope things out. Okay. Alright, got barely a bridge to get across to this rock. Jesus. Gordon Freeman, scientist and circus star. Plus goatee of the year. This guy, he checks off all the boxes. This is some sort of a contraption. Oh, damn it. So apparently you get absolutely raped if you step on the sand. They sent like 6 antlions after me. Christ's sakes. That's a little bit excessive. Note to self, do not step on the sand. Now there's even more incentive here. Honestly, we have to try and find a way to tip this like teeter-totter contraption the other way so that I can jump on those cliffs on the other side there. You can see the building across from me there that I'm eventually going to get to. Sweet, I was able to knock the box off the end of it, which kind of acted as a little bit of a boost to get up here. So, hey, it's called improv. Okay, this is some sort of like coastal community or something like that, or it was at some point. I don't know if there's any life forms around here, but there's a little shed out here that I want to check out first. Alright, there's some more loot down there and some more areas to jump around. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to jump back to that platform over here. So the only way to really get back is going to be to probably utilize these platforms. Yippee. I mean, I could try to jump, but if I fall in the sand, I mean, like, no, I don't even want to have to think about that. If I can use the platforms to get close enough to that white rock and climb myself up, though, I'll just do that. I don't want to go over to that side of the beach, the far side. There's nothing really over there for me, so nothing important that I can see anyways. Alright, the ground shook a little bit, but I don't see any activity, so that's a good thing. We've got the loot boxes. But nothing that we don't already have. So I've got to try and find a way to get over to that white rock there. I'm really going to have to use this. Damn it. Shotgun honestly seems to be the best weapon to use against the Antlions without having to waste a ridiculous amount of ammo. That's like a one-shot kill. So I'll take it. Again, along that same beach that I was just crossing there's some more loot on the other side, but I'm so full and everything. It's just not even worth my time at this point. Yes, my controller batteries are low, I know. Indeed. Well, since we hit this spot, I haven't seen any movement at all. There's one of those combine things that pounds into the ground, so they've definitely been here. And there's also a crap ton of loot boxes around. It's also a fairly big area, so I'm kind of surprised there's not more people around, but who knows? So I've got to try and find a way across, I guess. Oh boy. I'll be honest with you there, even I wasn't too sure about that one. We did reach another save point though. Usually that indicates that, you know, you're heading in the right direction, so that's good. As long as we stay off the sand. The sand lines or ant lines or whatever the hell they're called. So I could probably make a run for it, but it would probably not work out very well in my favor here. So I don't think that's gonna be my first choice. Okay. Alright, I have no idea what to do. I suppose I could just build myself high enough to jump up to the next platform, if that makes sense. I don't know how well that's gonna work in reality. Okay, we're up. A little bit glitchy, maybe not the way I was supposed to get up, but that's what's so great about this game is you choose how you play it. So, and geez, it's been a long time since my suit's been almost as high as my health. Okay. So, this again leads down to the sand, but I should be able to make a reasonably close enough jump over to that rock to get to that building, and then across to that other little island over there. Oh crap. Didn't realize there's a little bit of sand that's actually coming through the side of the building, and I guess I touched it. Looks like it only sent one of them after me though, so I'll take it. So that generator is actually going to activate that combine technology that I pointed out a couple seconds ago. And it's saved there. So again, usually that indicates progression. I'm not exactly sure what that does. Haven't really figured that out yet, but obviously it's important. So now we gotta head over to this rock. This is gonna be one heck of a jump. As if all of the other ones haven't been. Oh my god. Another save point, jeez. Sometimes they really fling them at you. Not complaining, not complaining. Pointing out a positive thing. That ship's got some loot on it, unlike the other one that we checked out. Of course. But I'm not going to take the risk to go down there. It's not worth it. I'm pretty much full on everything. A lot of explodable drums around here, which if the antlions, sand lions, they do pop out of the sand here, should be able to take care of them rather easily. So that's just loot. That's just loot up there. There's loot on the ship, so I don't need to head in any of those directions. I gotta head this way. Honestly, once they start coming out of the sand, you're best to just make a run for it and try and make some progress in getting past the rocks. There's a bunch of loot around that combine technology thing there, but forget it at this point. The only thing I really need is shotgun shells, and it's not worth the hassle. Got some loot boxes I can attack right here anyways. God damn it, there's another couple mutilated resistance bodies down below me here. I don't know if they fell off the cliff. It's not looking good though. Probably the lions. They have a shovel with them. So it looks like they were digging. They got the best of them. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do to get across here. There's really not a whole lot to jump across, so I'm kind of wondering if it might just be worth it to make a run for it and hope for the best, and use maybe something like my pistol where I'm not really having to use valuable. Let's give it a try here. I'm just gonna make a run for it. Forget the loot for now, and let's see what we can do. Oh Jesus! Oh my god, did we just have a boss battle? Was that a boss battle? I feel like I have to end the stream here specifically because I feel so much like that was a boss battle. That was amazing. That was like, what in the... Oh, Christ.
The Freeman must follow. The Freeman will do wise to heed our extraction of the Myrmidon's aromatic pheropods. The process is not entirely hygienic, therefore stand aside.
Okay.
The Freeman will have need of these pheropods on the paths ahead. Gather them now.
You're telling me I gotta gather these pheropods? Which is apparently our newest weapon, I guess, if you want to call it that. And we're following him apparently now, too. Jesus, this is like the weirdest sequence of events that could have happened here. I was getting ready to run across this place as fast as I could. Next thing you know, this gigantic monster pops out of the sand. We have a random ass boss battle. Like, what? Oh, resistance base.
I swear by the theropods myself.
This is weird. This is like a really off the beaten path kind of base, but maybe the resistance is a little bit more dug deep than we thought in the fight against the Combine. Maybe they do have their trap a little bit more together than what we thought. We got these guys on our side too. They've been pretty helpful. They outfitted my airboat, and they've helped me a couple times. Now they're teaching me these theropod things.
Get going, Dr. Freeman. Nova Prospekt is just ahead. One man alone wouldn't stand much chance going in there. But a man with a pack of antlions, well, that's a different story.
The Freeman honors us by his presence. Follow Freeman.
Again, pretty well known and pretty well respected by every single person at this resistance base. Now, obviously, word's probably gotten through that we've helped multiple outposts, resistance outposts, fend off Combine attacks, but it's kind of cool, the kind of respect that we get. It's almost like we're a force to not be reckoned with, a force to be reckoned with, to not be reckoned with. It's one of those two iterations of that sentence. Figure it out. Because I couldn't.
The Freeman will now be instructed in the use of theropods. Attend now and learn to shepherd antlions with the so-called bug bait. The Freeman.
Oh, I bet you those two resistance people that were mutilated that had the shovels, they were probably trying to dig to find these...
And will now break out his theropod and toss one into yonder pit.
The theropods, like the bug bait. That's probably what they were trying to find, and they got killed in the process. Damn, and the resistance is obviously clear and showing no mercy too, because they are displaying an impaled Combine member in their base as well. Pretty friggin' graphic.
Into the pit. The Freeman has done well.
So I think the idea is by throwing these, it distracts the antlions.
To attack specific targets. Observe the training mannequin and mark it well with another theropod.
Oh, thank God it's a mannequin. I was gonna say, I feel like the resistance probably shows a bit more mercy than the Combine. They conquered us in 7 hours. That's no joke. If you send it at targets like that, whoops.
Against the The Freeman again excels in all tests. Now, attend well. Apply pressure to your theropod to signal the antlions in your command to follow you. The Freeman must squeeze his bait sharply if he wishes the Antlions to follow where he leads. The Freeman shows his excellence in all things. And now this one must bid the Freeman farewell. Nova Prospekt lies just beyond. Remember well what you have learned here. The Eli Vance has greatest confidence in you.
So not only can we throw them to send the Antlions in one particular direction to help us, we can actually now use these pheropods to call them and have them follow us, kind of like they're protecting us, and we can send them at Combine troops to go attack. If I hold the left trigger, he squeezes it, and that signals for the Antlions to follow. If I press the right trigger, it throws it like a grenade, and they go and follow it as they did over there in the pit and with that dummy. So he's letting us know that Nova Prospekt, which is our next destination, is supposedly just up ahead. They're gonna keep following. Man, this is weird, and all the mystery around Nova Prospekt and kind of not knowing what I'm walking into, very similar to the situation that we found ourselves in with Ravenholm. You hear a lot about it, you hear it mentioned over and over again, but you have no clue what to expect from it. Here's what I do kind of know about it. I know that it's kind of supposed to be now like some sort of a Combine run prison. I mean, that to me would be the most logical thing, seeing as how it seems, the way that Alex explained it earlier across that transmission, that her dad, Eli Vance, and our fellow doctor from Black Mesa was captured when Black Mesa East fell. That was the hydroelectric facility that we went to on the airboat. Remember, it came under Combine attack, and we lost Alex in the process and had to go through Ravenholm. Well, sometime during that attack, it appears that Dr. Eli Vance was captured, and that's where he was taken, and that's where we're heading to rendezvous with Alex, but that's pretty much all we know about it at this point. And now finally, after the long trek across Highway 17, it would appear as if we are coming across it. So hopefully we get a little bit more information and we actually get to come across it fairly soon. We're actually going to end it right there. See how far along we are. 9 hours and 6 minutes, right on. And of course, we're still on the sand traps level. I imagine we'll be going on to some sort of a Nova Prospekt level fairly early on into the next episode. Definitely make sure to like if you enjoyed the watch today. Subscribe and hit that notification button if you want to know when more videos are dropping. And leave a comment if you have any suggestions on what I can do better in my gameplay. And have yourself a hell of a day.